Yo, what's going on out there? This your boy, Mr. John Duncan, right here, about to do a live interview on Skype with the boy Trey Starxx. Like I said, we're posted up on Skype right now. We're just waiting for him to log in. As soon as he log in, we're gonna get it started. So this is something brand new, never been done before right here. But we're about to got a few more artists lined up that you will be seeing each week added to the site. But we're doing these live interviews from Skype with these artists just to see what they're about, to get that extra exposure. We know that we are a magazine and we're going to give you those magazines whenever the issues come out. At this particular time, we're trying to do them every other month. But we want to give you more interviews from these artists on a more frequent basis, just so you can have more access to these people and see what they have going on, and you don't always have to wait for the publication to come out to get something. So, like I said, we're just waiting for him to come on. As soon as he come on, we'll go ahead and get it rocking and rolling. I never actually had the opportunity to talk to this guy before. I know me and him communicated back and forth a couple of times on Twitter, so I know he's a nice guy, so I can't wait to hear his story and see what he's really about. So, I can see you now. It ain't the best picture, but I see you.
Man, that's my camera, man. So I'm in the studio, kind of don't got good light in here.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's up, man. But definitely still good, man, to get you on the call, finally chop it up with you.
Yeah.
Definitely want to say welcome to the magazine, His Image Magazine, and you're definitely the first. You're the first Skype interview that we're actually doing. This is one of many. I already got some other cats lined up to talk to this week and next week. But this is just something new we're trying to do, just so people can see the actual interaction through these different interviews and not just read it all the time, or you know how it is, and us being all in different areas, we can't do live interviews. So I think this is a good thing for people to actually see. So man, I thank you for definitely even wanting to do this.
Sure. You're welcome, bro.
Just to start off, man, I guess for everybody who's not really familiar with you, your name Trey Starxx. How'd you come up with the name Trey Starxx?
It's kind of a long, not really, but I was in a lab one day, man, and I was like, Lord, you know what I mean? I need a creative name. I need something that I can use. Bam, he dropped me with Trey Starxx, and I was like, well, okay, this is kind of cool, you know what I mean? But what does this mean?
Uh-huh.
And I just kept digging in the word. And the first name, Trey, it stands for Teach, Reach, Evangelizing Youth. And I was like, wow, I was blown away by just what God does with small names. And that's pretty much it. That's how I get the name, man.
Oh, that's what's up. So how long have you been doing Christian hip hop?
Been doing Christian hip hop for about 3 years. Did secular music for about 7.
Okay. So you definitely have a long lifespan into the music industry, then the music business.
Yeah.
So what made you make that change? You know, I know everybody have a different story and how they feel convicted and when they actually make that change, but what made you change from secular music to, you know, to the Christian music?
It was a confirmation with Christ. I had a counter with him. I used to run with a clique, a rap group named CAD, KADD, Killing All These Dummies. And one day I was writing a hook for him, and I honestly felt Christ just started moving my pen. He started writing the lyrics for me, and it was no longer secular music. And since that day, been doing Christian hip hop, and I knew it was under His guidance and His will.
So you said you actually was writing a hook and it felt like he was writing it for you?
Yeah, he changed it all up. Like, I was like, where am I coming with this from? Because I used to bash Christian hip hop artists like Lecrae and Tadashi. I was like, that mess is whack.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, man, it was instant.
Wow, that's crazy. That's really crazy. So I guess by him using you, have you already had the background? Did you grow up in the church, or were you far from the church? Never really went to the church, because you don't really hear people say it like that, like him using you in that way, unless they already have some kind of foundation with God or some kind of knowledge. So, did you have a relationship with God before that even happened?
Yeah, man. I grew up in the church. My dad, he used to play the piano for like every church we went to, so I was always in church.
Okay, okay. I guess so. Your music, whatever. What do you feel your target audience is? I hear so many artists say different things. Who you think is going to get the most out of your music? It's going to be the adults. It's going to be the teens. It's going to be the 20 to 30. What's your biggest crowd? You think?
I honestly reached the more like the older audiences, the ones that liked hip hop before it became what it is now, all commercialized. I like to. That's why I'm bringing it back. That's my mission is to bring back real hip hop.
Um, so I guess what is one of the challenges you see in doing Christian hip hop? Because me being an artist myself, I know it's not always easy. Sometimes I guess when you go to these traditional churches and they might not be understanding of exactly what Christian hip hop is because of their mindset. So what's some of the challenges that you have to deal with in doing this music?
You gotta keep a firm base with Christ. You gotta always make sure you're in the Word, man, because people gonna test you, man. They gonna be like, yo, I saw you do this and that. You know what I mean? So you gotta make sure you don't get many of those type of situations. You gotta make sure Christ is always first. You gotta make sure you got small devotionals that you're always plugging into,
Uh,
plus accountability. That you gotta have people that are accountable for you, especially when it comes down to lust and pride and stuff. You gotta always make sure you have a church background that helps you maintain through the stuff that you go through.
I know me and you spoke a couple times on Twitter, going back and forth. I think one time I seen you say something about a mixtape. Did your mixtape come out yet, or is it coming out soon?
It's coming out next month, called Lyrical Detention.
Lyrical Detention.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's a different name. How you come up with that?
man. I just want to kind of give somebody just kind of the a more lyrical part of Christian hip hop because I know I when I was on the stage one time, I was like, I heard some dude say that deep lyrics will never hit a person or reach a person and become saved. And so I was like, man, that's kind of a stumbling block. If you say that, you're kind of limiting what God can do. And so I'm just gonna trust in God and see what He does with it.
So what did the person say again about deep lyrics? He said they'll never reach a person.
Yeah, He said they will never reach a person that's not saved.
Mm. Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, I think the lyrics are definitely the most important thing about what we do as Christian hip hop artists, and the lyrics, maybe that might have been a naive perspective that he have, because so many people are receiving the message, you know what I mean, and he just might be a tougher one and make you want to go in your bag a little bit deeper to reach people like him.
Yeah.
um so I guess out of all your songs that you've done, I know you got a long list of songs that you've done, but what's one of your songs that you've done is your favorite track? It really stands out to most to you. What's one of your favorite songs, and what was it about?
I'm working on a new song on the album right now with a dude named Ed Maestro. We're doing a song called Covenant Eyes. We kind of took the title away from Trip. Um, it's basically talking about lust and what we go through as Christians and how we have to, because every male goes through lust. It's basically inevitable. You can't run away from it.
Hmm.
But what you can do, you can kind of prevent it. You kind of can take different steps